Forecast time now with KIMT Storm Alert Weather 3 Chief Meteorologist Sarah Knox. And Sarah, we've been monitoring the snowman in the parking lot, and I think one of the band kids hit the snowman.
Yeah, I saw the tire tracks in it when I went out there. Yeah, what in tarnation? And they must have felt that. That was a big snowman.
Right in the middle of our parking lot, thanks to Hunter.
We'll give you a look at that aftermath a little later on in the newscast. For now, though, I wanted to bring it over to Austin, see how things are going, and things are looking pretty good. It's pretty quiet across the area. Austin, one of the many areas getting into the 40s today. In fact, 43 was the warmest it got, 45 in Mason City, and look at that, 46 in Charles City. I'll step out of the way. We see 47 in La Crosse, and the green that we have here, those are temperatures near or at, or even above, 50 degrees. So very warm here, very warm winter day. It is January, just to remind you, and even as we've come into the evening, we are still all above the freezing point of 32 degrees. Look at Mason City, 38. Albert Lee is still at 40, where we got plenty of 39s as well. So a warmer evening. A lot of that due in part to, yes, some southern winds, but the clouds also moving over, acting a bit like a blanket, helping for these temperatures to just stay a little cozier in those 30s. And they're gonna keep going up as we go through the night. In fact, maybe hitting that low point as we get later tonight, then going up coming into early tomorrow morning. And once again, another warm day on the way. Quick look at satellite and radar. I mentioned those clouds, pretty cloudy across the area. There's a few patches maybe of some clearer skies, but generally these clouds have taken over, and with them a little moisture coming our way. Most of that will be staying further to the north, but wouldn't be surprised if we got just a little swoop there on the northern tier of our area. We'll see that right here on future casts. I push time forward. Like I said, a very little swoop. It's showing up as more of a mixture here, but I think most of us will stay above that freezing point. So more of a rainy, just quick movement as we come through the overnight. And by the time many of us are awake, a lot of that has moved out. That being said, we may get a little sunshine in the morning and a little bit of cloud cover with sprinkle or two. A lot of this lighter green stuff that we see here on Futurecast probably not actually hitting the ground, but there's showing us that there is some moisture within these clouds. General mixture of clouds and sunshine throughout the day, so it's going to be a little cloudier tomorrow than what we got today. It's also going to be a bit breezier, those winds picking up as we get into the afternoon. But you can see what that'll do to our temperatures. Some of us getting close to that 50-degree mark, especially across North Iowa. A little cooler to the north, but not by much. It is crazy seeing these 40s here in January. Crazy enough that we know it's not going to last. So here is the upper level pattern as we get into the midweek. This is the big shift. Low pressure system starts to move into the country, and as it does, it brings this big trough. Blue usually means cooler temperatures. It's going to keep the warmest temperatures further off to the west. But it's not just one low pressure system. Another trough builds in as we get later into the week, and then another one after that. And this is what it's going to do to our temperatures from 40s all the way to the single digits as we get into the weekend. When it comes to the conditions, we're going to get a little snow mixed in there too. It'll help warm us up Thursday, Friday. And then there's the big drop again. Friday to Saturday, Cammie. 8 degrees. Just in